Hi guys, so welcome back to the Unposted podcast. My name is Liz Bezler. If you're new here, thank you so much for joining me. This podcast is all about mental health, how to build a healthy mindset, healthy habits. I'm super into health and wellness and just making sure that I'm showing up every day as the best version of myself because I have struggled so much with mental health issues for the last 10 years. And honestly, my whole life, like I've had anxiety, I struggle with OCD, just a lot of little things that I feel like if you just watch my Instagram online or my TikTok, you wouldn't be able to pick up those things. And it's the same for everybody on social media. You know, we follow all of these big influencers and lifestyle creators or celebrities, and all we see is the good things, like the great things, the things that you're like, oh, I want that lifestyle. I want that. They have a perfect life. Like, how do they get up every day and go to the gym? How do they, have this beautiful, flawless face? How do they do their makeup like that? Like, oh, they're so beautiful. They never look ugly or, not put together. And the truth of that is a lot of that is not true, and we are only seeing just a little bit of their life, and we don't see the harder struggles in their life. So that's kind of what this podcast is dedicated to, is showing you the unglamorous parts of life that we don't show on social media, and it's just meant to feel like a safe space for you guys, because you're welcome here, and whatever you're going through, you are not alone, and somebody is going through the same thing out there. Even the people that you love and admire and look up to are going through something potentially the same thing that you're going through. So today I just want to give a little bit, like a little spurt of inspiration, and I want to share some of my favorite quotes that I've just come across. Some of them are like pretty, like, everybody's definitely heard some of these quotes, but I think sometimes whenever I'm down or I'm feeling unmotivated or uninspired, I will look at some of these quotes and I'll be like, you know what, that has helped me get my motivation, or kind of look at something through a different lens. And so I just want to share them with you guys. This episode will be nice, short, and sweet. But yeah, thank you again for being here, and let's get into it. Steve Jobs said, "The only way to do great work is to love what you do." And honestly, I feel so passionate about this because I'm somebody that grew up being told, okay, you need to go to college, you needed to get a degree. And I really pushed back against that. Like, I was like, no, Dad, I'm not going to college. I want to pursue dance. I want to go into entertainment. And I ended up, taking a leap of faith and doing what I wanted to do, regardless of like how my teachers reacted, how my peers reacted, thinking I was crazy. I did listen to my heart and what I wanted to do, and I didn't care what other people had to say about it. And because of that, I am in a profession now, 10 years later, 10 years after making that decision. I love the work that I do, and I'm still in entertainment. I'm still in creating art, whether that's through dance, through music, through social media content, whatever that is. Like, I'm a creative for my job, and that is what I'm passionate about. Like, that is happiness to me. And I just know from experience of taking on part-time jobs or little jobs on the side that helped supplement my, my income as I was a growing artist in the industry. And I wasn't able to make a full-time income on just dance. I would pick up jobs like serving or bartending or something like that on the side that I was not passionate about. And it became something where it's like, you just show up to check off the box. There's no passion in that. I wasn't passionate about that. And it makes you do mediocre work. If you hate something or you're not in love with something, you're just checking a box off. So that's why I always say you can create a life in something you're passionate about. And it doesn't have to look the same for everybody. And it doesn't mean you have to go and be a creator, or it's like, oh, I love basketball, so now I'm going to try to be a professional basketball player. Like, there's some big dreams that I have. And in an ideal world, yeah, those, that's what I would do. But there's a lot of things that I enjoy doing that make me want to work hard at my job and show up every day. I really do feel like finding something that you love to do is going to shape success for you, because if you love what you do, you're never going to feel like you're working. And that's the beauty of the industry that I've chosen to be in. It's not even like the industry I've chosen to be in. It's just what I'm passionate about and what I love to do, that I wake up and it doesn't feel like work. Like, I love my life because I get to do what I love. And because of that, I have been able to grow a successful business because I'm passionate about what I do and it doesn't feel like work. And I'm working towards goals that I genuinely love and I feel good about. So I just challenge you, if you're like in a job that you hate, try to reevaluate. Obviously, don't just get up and leave your job if you're not in the right space to do that. But, you have one life and you should be able to work on things that you're passionate about and things that I really feel like you can have success in anything you put your mind to. It takes a lot of hard work, but you really can be successful in something that you're passionate about. That might look different for everybody. And who knows, maybe you are passionate about numbers and you're an accountant and that is your passion. I think some people think the big, shiny passion or cool thing to do is be a content creator nowadays. Like, that's not necessarily a job for everybody. And I know some people think about doing that full time. They're like, oh my God, that is something I would never do. That does not sound fun to me. Again, it's all subjective. Whatever you like to do, whatever you're passionate about, explore that option, because I really do believe it will change your life and your purpose for your life. And it will give you so much more success, because if you love your work, it doesn't feel like you're working. Number 2, Albert Einstein said, in the middle of every difficulty lies opportunity. I've said this so much on my podcast, and I've said this for many, many years, that like every difficult obstacle that you go through in your life is just a stepping stone to moving and growing in your life. All of the hard things, like, it feels so hard right now, but God's rejection is your protection. I truly believe that. So every time you're told no, or you don't get a job, or let's say you get broken up with in a relationship, like, it doesn't matter. You're going to learn so much from that trial, and you're going to be able to take it into the next season of your life. And I really believe life is all about growing and pushing ourselves. And it really is about using that obstacle and that difficulty as an opportunity to level up your life even more. Every single time I've gone through something hard in my life, people have come back to ask me years down the line, like, whenever I went through a divorce, people would come back and be like, how did you get through that? And now I'm able to help somebody else through something they're struggling with, because I've been through the same thing. So I do believe that obstacles and times in your life that are difficult can really shape who you are as a person and also give you purpose. And again, we're all humans living on earth for the first time. So we're going to make mistakes, but it's all about how you turn that mistake into a positive and you learn from it and you grow. And maybe there is an opportunity from that struggle. Like, I have this podcast because I've struggled with mental health. So taking my experiences with having anxiety and being able to share it with other people. If I didn't have anxiety, I wouldn't have this podcast. So try to frame it like that. Like, next time you go through a really difficult time in your life, try to pull yourself out of it and see how much impact you going through this struggle could potentially help somebody else in the future. Because there's so many people that let obstacles in their life bring them down and bring them into a really dark place. And the beautiful thing about life is growing through that and being able to help people grow through those same pains. So next time you're going through a hard time, trust me, everybody goes through a hard time. It's just how you look at it, and it's how you just maneuver through it, push through it, and grow from it. Again, we're all growing and learning, and we all make mistakes, and crappy things happen, and life is unfair a lot of times. But there are people in your life and around you that have struggled with similar things that you can lean on. And again, you can be that light for somebody else in the future. My third quote is, health is wealth. Of course, I am a dancer. I work out a lot. And I really, truly believe that the days that I work out and I put my health first are the days that I show up in every area of my life, my relationships, my work, with literally everything. If I go to the gym and I put my health first and I journal and I read and I do the things that I need to do for my mind, I always can show up as my best person that day. And I get so much more done. It's crazy. So health is wealth. You have to take care of your body, and that's what's going to give you energy to fuel your day. So with that being said, I have been taking Magic Mind mental health performance shots for half a year now. And you guys, the last 6 months have been such a transitional phase in my life. I have changed jobs several times. I have moved cities, a big move. I got engaged. Literally just so much is happening. So I have a new job in a new city. I'm planning a wedding. And now I'm finally getting back into my routine of going to the gym every day. You know, staying in that routine has been so important to me. And Magic Mind has helped me so much with this, guys. Before I started taking Magic Mind, I would wake up in the morning and you see your to-do list and you're like, oh my goodness, you just have this pit in your stomach because you're just anxious. You're like, I have so much to do today. I don't know how to get this done. And, that's normal to have anxiety about your day. But something that has helped me take away that anxiety is this mental health performance shot. So it's for a sharper mind. It's for lower stress, calm energy. And it really is meant to get your day started. Like I wake up and I take this before going to the gym and I'm able to focus. I don't have anxiety. I do have that little burst of energy because it does have 55 milligrams of organic caffeine. So it's not going to give you that jittery, shaky feeling. And it's not going to fuel that anxiety I have in the morning. It's actually going to lower my stress because I'm going to be able to focus. And that's what I love the most about Magic Mind is I can focus on my tasks without feeling like overwhelmed and anxious. It just calms my mind. So being able to be an ambassador for Magic Mind has been such an honor, really, because I would never want to promote anything that I don't feel truly does make a difference, a positive difference in my life. And, this podcast is my baby. Like I'm very passionate about health and wellness and also mental health awareness. And I was like, you know what? Magic Mind is the perfect partnership because I care about my mind, my health, and my mental health so much. And if I can find something that has a similar mission to what this podcast is, then I'm like, heck yeah. Like I'm on board. But it's also even cooler when it actually works. Like I literally take this every single day and it's like a box on my to-do list. Like take Magic Mind because it really does make a difference in my productivity throughout the day. So it's a mental performance shot, which I love. It's not just here's a cup of coffee. Let's go. Let's have energy. It is really for your mind, which is so important. They recently also launched a sleep performance shot, and I have had a really difficult time falling asleep lately because I'm so stressed about my days and I think about all the things I have to do tomorrow and just the list goes on. But I've been taking this for a couple months now. And it's now also these two together, you really can't beat it because I take this 30 minutes before I go to bed and I am out. And it doesn't have melatonin in it, which I find is amazing because when I take melatonin, I am groggy all day, for half of the day the next day. That's what I love about this. So this is a killer combination and I truly could not recommend Magic Mind more. With that being said, you can use my code LizBezler20 for 20% off your mental health performance shots and 48% off a 3-month subscription. Everything will be linked in my bio. And as Magic Mind says on its bottle, reclaim your brain. Okay, here we go. Make sure to check them out and let me know what you guys think. Now, this next quote is so fun. It's you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, which is so true. And I have lived by that quote for literally even when I was younger. And it's so true because everybody's so scared of failing. And I think failing is like the most beautiful thing. It's like, okay, you fail and you get up. Like the fastest way to success is to fail fast. To fail, learn, because when you fail, you learn. And if you're not failing, good for you. But like if you're not failing, then you're not growing, to be honest. Like we should all be failing. We should fail, we should learn from it, and then we should grow from that failure. And it's just going to put our trajectory up. You're going to fail in life. Like you are going to have struggles in life. That is inevitable. Nobody goes through life where they don't fail. That's not a thing. So the fastest we can get up from our failures is how we're going to become successful. And with that being said, like along with this quote, like you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. If you want something, try it. And if it doesn't work, you can try again in another way. And you can try again in another way. Like if you have goals and dreams, like nothing is too big. Nothing is too big. You can do anything you put your mind to, but you have to be willing to fail, right? You have to be willing to get in there, do the work, fail, learn from it, and try again. And I promise you that is the fastest way to success and achieving your dreams. So don't be afraid to take the shot. Like when I was a kid, I was like, I want to move to LA and become a dancer. Like everybody around me was like, you're crazy. No way. Like, except my mom. My mom was like, you can do it. Everybody, for the most part, was like, that's crazy. So, and look at me now. Like, it's led me to a life that I'm happy with. I consider myself successful because I'm happy. I don't even think success equates to money or a giant mansion home. I really think the word success is subjective. You get to pick your own success. And I have become successful because I decided to pursue dance and go into entertainment. And I'm very grateful for that. I didn't let anybody tell me, no, you're not doing that. I did it anyway. And it's honestly worked out for me in the best way. I've learned so much. And I wouldn't have been able, and I wouldn't be where I am today if I didn't take the shot. So this is your sign. If you're thinking of something that you really want to do, but you're scared or people are telling you no, but like, you know, in your heart, like this is like something I really want to do, take the shot. The worst thing that could happen is you fail. Okay. And then you can try again and then try again and then try again. You can try as many times as you want, but just don't be afraid to take that step and really go after it, because you literally can do anything that you put your mind to. I'm going to end this podcast on this one here. Be yourself. Everyone else is already taken. And I know we've heard that quote so much in our life. Be yourself, be yourself. But it's so true. God made you because he wanted you to be on this earth and nobody else. Like we all have our own DNA. We're all an individual. We're all different. We all have different hobbies and we all look different and we all have a different voice and we all have a different brain. Like embrace who you are. There's nobody like you. Like I don't understand why people want to be clones of another person. Like that's the beauty of being alive and being a human, is that you are created how God sees you as perfect. Like God is like, this creation is perfect because he made it. So who are we to criticize our body or do things to our body or how we dress or how we think or whatever it is that we're getting influence from people on the internet or celebrities? Like just be yourself. Like how cool is it that nobody else on this planet is you? Like I just, like when you really think about it, I'm like, that is so cool. Like God gave me brown eyes, brown hair. I know I dyed my hair, but he gave me this body. He gave me my talents. Like I'm a dancer and a singer and I like to talk. And, you know, there's things I'm also not good at and things that I wish I was better at. But, you know, I have my talents and my strengths and the things that make me unique. And the second you can just accept that and like embrace that and walk in that, like that's how you're going to be successful in life. if you accept who you are and really lean into the talents that God has given you, because he's given you those talents for a reason and he wants you to use them. Why would he just give them to you and be like, actually, I really want you to try to be something that you're not, and that you're not a natural at, that somebody else is already in that role, but I'm going to give you this role because this is perfect in my eyes and this is perfect for you. And why are we trying to be other people? It's like, what? It's like, if you have a talent and it's like, you're an amazing writer, or you're an amazing public speaker, or you're an amazing dancer, or you're really good at numbers and you're so smart, you were so good in science or reading or whatever it was. Like, we all have our special talents, and those are God-given, and just embrace that. It's like, yeah, I'm good at that. The things that make me confident in my life are the things that I'm good at. Like, if I'm good at something, I'm confident, and therefore has in return given me success. Because again, a lot of our purpose in life is our work. So it's like, if I can take my talents and put it into my work and then get success from that, like, I feel like there's just so much like resistance against just being yourself, and you don't have to do what's cool. Like, who is making that up? We're making that up. People on the internet are making up what's cool and the trends. Like, it's so much cooler just to be yourself and embrace the God-given gifts that he has given you and blessed you with. Like, that is going to give you the confidence, all the confidence that you need in life. Like, lean into who you are and what you look like and your body shape. Like, stop trying to mold to conform to this trend on social media, because again, trends come and go. 1 second, it's bushy eyebrows. Second, and the next, it's like skinny, tiny eyebrows. That's just an example. It's like, it's going to come and go. So you might as well just be yourself, and eventually you being yourself will be the trend, and you'll have your moment to shine. Yeah. Everybody's beautiful in their own way. And I really just want to end on that note, because you should love yourself. You should love the little things that make you different, because being different and not being the same, I think, is so beautiful. Like, why do we want to be clones? I just don't get it. Be yourself. Be yourself. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up there. Thank you so much for joining me. Again, check out Magic Mind in the description. You won't regret it, I promise. And I'll see you guys another time for another Unposted podcast episode. If you have anything that you want me to speak on specifically, please DM me at Liz Bezler or at Unposted Podcast on Instagram. And yeah, I gotta go. It's super late, but I have more work to do. So I'm gonna hop off the mic, but I hope you guys have a beautiful rest of your week. And I love that you're here, and thank you for being here. So I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.